It's the 2.0 update, also known as 2016. Most people still don't have any idea how to use the editor, and a creator named Ancient Anubis wants to make a level like Cataclysm, but technology-themed, with a dark atmosphere and song. Except he lost the entire level off of his device and could not find the song again, so he picked a new one called Surface. And I don't know what he was thinking, because this is an upbeat song that would not fit as his original idea. He then turned the level into a collaboration, but the other creators were not exactly following the theme he imagined, and he lost motivation to continue making it. So Viprin continued it for him, and what this would turn out as is one of the most influential extreme demons, and I'm sure you already know what it is. Welcome to the 6th level in the series. Sorry this was super late. It's probably because I got distracted playing the next level, but here we are. And how did we get here? Let's go back a little bit.
What?
I repeat it! Whoa, what's the... Where am I? This doesn't feel real. It feels so artificial.
I think you just artificially ascended.
Who are you?
Worm. And this is the artificial ascent door.
But why am I an artificial ascent? The legendary megacollab extreme demon made by 19 total people, which went on to spark 2 other megacollabs with similar creators and are collectively known as the Technology Trilogy.
Because you suck at the game and you need to beat more levels.
Okay, buddy, I see how it is.
I don't make a rules, kid.
Well, stand ready for my arrival, Worm, because I will beat this level and you can help me review it.
Why should I help you review it?
I'll give you KFC.
Yummer.
Let's start with a general overview of Artificial Ascent. It's a mega collab with...
What's a mega collab?
Where a bunch of people make stuff.
Cool.
The thing about mega collabs is that...
What's a mega collab?
You're a mega collab! It allows everyone to put in more effort as they are creating really short parts each, instead of making a whole level by themselves. But there are 2 problems that come with this, and that is balancing and cohesion. For example, you can have an easy part and then a hard part with a completely different style afterwards. And this becomes a regular occurrence in the whole trilogy, but for me that hasn't gotten in the way that much. This is the longest extreme demon I've beaten so far, and if you haven't noticed, this is the first ever mega collab in the series. So let's go over every part one by one, starting with...
Bro, wake up.
I think this is a cool and unique opening that fits the start of the song nicely.
Doesn't it get annoying to have the most boring and easiest part at the beginning?
I thought it would, but it didn't. It's good not to be thrown into the hardest shit instantly, so you have time to focus.
Yo! Ah!
This level starts with an absolute banger of a part. Choosing to put Manix at the beginning was an excellent decision, but be glad he didn't stick with his original part. The gameplay is fun and fast-paced, but it can get quite annoying to be stuck at. The decoration is some of the best song representation in the level. It definitely fits the high energy opening of it. I also love this effect so much and how it goes along with the piano melody.
What a cool name.
You think a part that was created by a random stream moderator wouldn't be very good, but it is pretty decent. At the beginning I didn't like it because there's a lot of stupid things that can happen that you just have to get used to avoiding. But it becomes one of the most consistent parts.
It has generic decoration but good colors, and the gameplay is enjoyable once you get consistent at it. This part was actually created by nobody and just appeared one day.
This awkward wave annoys me a lot, but everything after it is pretty fun and easy. I love the detail and neon RGB light colors used. I find it funny how it goes from one of the most colorful parts to the least, but somehow it just works, I don't know.
This part is a silly dual ship with many twists and turns. It is hard for about 8 seconds and then it becomes the most consistent thing you've ever seen.
It looks okay and lacks effects, but it was half built by Anubis himself because Zobros got lazy, so consider this a collab inside of a collab. The legend himself has a part in this level, and somehow he has made the hardest part again.
How does he keep getting away with this?
For me, it isn't the hardest part by a lot. It got pretty consistent, but it did take a while.
The difficulty comes from the first jump and the string of blue orbs. These 4 clicks have so much aura to them, but they are really, really hard.
One of the reasons why I started this level was because I saw them, and I was just like, wow, I want to do that. I actually sight read this entire part on my first try, probably because I knew the click pattern that was engraved into my head before I was even playing the level, and it really shows how simple it is. It's just really hard to do consistently. I think the style also matches this simplicity. The colors are definitely mid, but I'm a massive fan of matching the colors with orbs, and the mirror portal particles make it even better. This is where the cohesion starts to fall off. I find this part to be easier than most, but I still died here sometimes to being a dumbass. It looks cool but lacks a clear pathway, and I think the color alternation goes well with the music.
This auto section was meant to have spikes, but it was never added, so it just exists as a build-up, which actually works because this is where most people consider it to be a good attempt.
Now we commence fourth. I don't like much about this part other than the fact that it's blue and it's consistent. It's static, lacks a lot of energy, and doesn't fit as a drop part. I don't know why you would put these thingies without making them pulse.
Hey look, I found an unused part by Crack in the editor that has better gameplay and team than that one.
Why wasn't it used then? Was Viprin on crack or something?
You don't want to be like this. This is disgusting. This is awful in every way. If I could kill it, I would. But I legally can't. But I've considered it.
Welcome to the first choke point of the month.
What's that?
Well, you see, little worm, do you know how there's always that one click or tiny part that you just hate and won't stop dying
I
at?
think you just have a skill issue.
Well, f you, because this is what I would consider to be the worst part of the level, which is really funny because this guy is the host of the whole collaboration. Half the reason for this is because of today's choke point, which is the singular green orb. Now I've seen some pretty rough green orbs, but this might just be the worst one yet. You have to do this click as early as you can to get the best alignment, and then hit the orb as late as you can. Combine this with a UFO spam before and an annoying ass transition after, and it just sucks. Maybe I'm biased, kind of how you insult someone's appearance even though you actually hate their personality, but this part looks really generic and the colors aren't bright enough. Anyways, the total number of deaths on today's choke point is... This gameplay song representation is so good that it would loop in my head before I even play the level. And it looks cool. That's about it. See ya.
This part dedicates itself to ball consistency clicks, which don't sync properly but are fun and consistent. The decoration is like Anthrax's part, but a bit less cluttered, has nicer colors, and fits the theme better.
This is a slow and easy break that...
This isn't easy. You died here 3 times.
No, I didn't. What are you talking about? This part is kind of boring gameplay and decoration-wise, but it has a few cool effects. I was expecting this to be one of the most problematic parts. The first half is like an alien theme, and the second half is like a futuristic server room. It's mostly timing based and feels like the Golden or something, but it actually becomes light work if you just lock the f*** in. I'm not even joking, and if you want to see proof, watch until the end.
This is the most iconic part, despite not looking even close to anything else in the level because he took a very different approach to everyone else with the team. This isn't just a part in Artificial Ascent, it's an entire world. A world of rainbows and modern abstract structures. This is my world.
Let's go! Oh my god, I'm doing it!
This part is decent and has a cool click pattern. Almost every timing is moderately hard, which means it's also easier if you lock in, but can become a farm for stupid deaths. It has a generic late 2.0 style similar to Viprin's part, which I think looks better than it but doesn't really fit the theme at all. This is one of my favorite parts and has a great atmosphere, primarily focusing on its background, which have unique neon outline structures. It feels isolated from the previous section, and it fits with the way the song stops its beat and returns to the mysterious and industrial sound effect from the beginning, sort of becoming a build-up.
There are a few difficult robot clicks at the start, which once you get past them all, you really have to worry about for the rest of the level is not getting nervous and fumbling to something easy. I'm sure that won't happen, right?
This guy knew what he was doing, because this works really well as the second last part in the level. It is 2 minutes in, and has gameplay that is easy.
If you can control yourself, that is.
This, I think, is the part that was most ahead of its time, and has some really advanced elements in it, like the particles that fly around in different layers. Meanwhile, everyone else was still making ugly 9 circles levels. Let's go! What better way to end a level like this with an asymmetrical duel? It reminds me of the one in Blade of Justice, which came after this, I'm pretty sure, but it's a lot more straightforward and you just have to watch the right icon. It's super easy, yet a lot of people die here at least once.
I'm sure that won't happen, right?
These clicks at 95 took me days to work out, probably because I was paying attention to the cube instead of the ship. Terron also made the end screen, which I think is one of, if not the first level to have a proper end screen. I couldn't think of or find anything else, so let me know if I'm wrong in the comments. Well, that's every part in Artificial Ascent. I made like a 2-second tier list, by the way. Now here is...
Finally, that guy is gone. Now here is progress from the beginning.
Huh? That's not meant to happen. I knew that would happen. Inconsistent. 31, no! 34%, oh my god, new best! And first try. No. No. What was that? What is this fluke? What the hell?
He fluked 43 all the way to 76, which is 5 whole parts, and got the level in 2 runs. He expected to get a mind block from this and ended up going to work on falling up, but after coming back he actually got far from it.
This one's cave.
That's better.
And then the next one is deep fried.
Oh, please do not go on deep fried.
Please do go on deep.
Deep fried! Thank you, Emmy. Yeah! Deep fried time! French fry! Yum. With the fries. The fries in the bag.
Ah!
Now broke you. I'm playing.
No!
Okay,
What the hell? No! I'm about to blow!
Why does he have so much
Oh,
Oh my god, I did technique to 100. I did technique to 100.
Against him.
My balls hurt. Ah!
Me too, Ben. Me too.
I did it! No, 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 no.
TV, you should join.
Hold on. I need to eat a Pringle for good luck. Fuck! What am I doing? Ah!
The thing.
78! Oh my god!
Did you? What?
If you were really paying attention, you might have noticed that he still has not died at AbstractDark's part yet, which is one of the hardest parts. Crazy, right?
Again? Okay, I got 68. I think I got a little bit too consistent. I got so consistent that I messed the same thing up again. I died at the Etzer ball, bro. I'll run over a newborn child. Anytime I come back to a level after a break, I play like ass for like 20 minutes
After a mental break.
and then I'm suddenly the best player ever.
I hate this 12-hour video essay on why artificial ascent sucks. As we all know, Pillow hates artificial ascent, and he hates Black Blizzard even more.
I thought you were gonna say
This is real,
people.
by the way. Pillow, can you explain why you hate Black Blizzard so much?
I don't hate Black Blizzard. These allegations are...
Yes, you do.
No.
Pillow, if you really like Black Blizzard so much, then... Oh, wait, hold on. Then explain this. Look in general.
Okay.
Can you explain this?
No. It's over. It's over for me. Lucky 7, huh? Oh. What the actual fuck? Wait, so you mean to tell me I never died at AbstractDark? What? Bro, that is like one of the hardest parts, like genuinely.
Well, that's the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching until the end. If you haven't already, like the video and subscribe to the channel. And... ah, shucks.